This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for Thursday, June 19th, 2025. I'm Gary Dick. Officials in Michigan City cut the ribbon Wednesday on the new 11th Street station and parking facility along the South Shore line. It is part of a $100 million mixed-use development spurred by the double tracking of the South Shore. President Mike Nolan says it's an example of promised private investment from the double tracking coming to fruition.
Everybody saw the vision of improving train service. That's great. We want better connectivity to and from Chicago. But wrapped around that is this vision that we could attract private sector development to invest in and around the train stations. And in so doing, bring back revenue to the state, to the county, to the cities involved, and help revitalize.
Meantime, another major mixed-use project that figured to be a foundational piece of Michigan City's revitalization will have construction delayed by several months. The $311 million Sola development near Lake Michigan was set to break ground in July, but our reporting partners at the Times of Northwest Indiana suggest the developer, Chicago-based Farpoint Development, has hit a snag securing financing. A settlement with Indiana coal producers could lead to third-party operation of coal units at Duke Energy Indiana's Cayuga generating station. In a news release, President Stan Pinniger said the agreement with trade association Reliable Energy is aligned with coal-focused executive action from Governor Mike Braun. The utility previously planned to replace and retire the existing coal units, but now, if regulators approve the plan, Duke has agreed to perform an engineering study to evaluate the technical feasibility of continued operation of the coal units by third parties. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio. Indiana's economy is on the move, and every region has a role to play. Join IBJ Media and Inside Indiana Business for the Innovate Indiana series, presented by Indiana University and Old National Bank. We're traveling to 10 regions across the state to spotlight business growth, workforce development, innovation, and Indiana's tech hubs. Don't miss this front row look at Indiana's future and the growth opportunities in your region. Find out when we'll be in your area at ibj.com/innovate. Fishers-based Recovery Force Health is modernizing a medical staple. Traditional compression sleeves that squeeze the calves to prevent blood clots have tubes that get tangled. But the Recovery Force Max system cuts the cord and delivers patient data as well. CEO Jason Bobe says the startup has landed an important deal with Community Health Network. Lafayette-based Wabash has filed a lawsuit in Tippecanoe Commercial Court against Wing Power Systems, alleging the Texas-based company failed to pay for more than $365,000 in truck chassis equipment. In the complaint, Wabash claims it built and delivered a series of custom truck body units per an agreement with Wing, but received no payment for 11 of the units. Wabash alleges it completed the work as requested and repeatedly invoiced Wing for the products and services with no response. A financial expert who has held various jobs within state government has been hired as the chief financial officer for Indiana State University. Seth Hinshaw will begin at the university August 1 and also will serve as vice president for finance. He currently serves as the chief financial officer in the office of Indiana Secretary of Education. A couple who graduated from Butler University has donated $1.2 million to the school to develop a leadership training initiative within the fraternity and sorority system. The Lori Ziemba and Ken Massaroni Greek Life Leadership Institute will initially focus on developmental training among Butler students who hold leadership positions in fraternities and sororities. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.